morning. Welcome to episode 4 of Quiet Life. I'm just filling out the hayloft a bit here while we get going on our day. Yeah, the fields have been doing lovely. So we do have a few things on our plate for the day, and I figured we might as well get started. Last time we made these beehives for this cute little apiary, I still need to spruce up the building a little bit. It's kind of bland on the outside, and yeah, we gotta fix that on up. But the two little bees that I have here, they are hard at work, and we need to breed up all the rest of them. So yeah, I went ahead and took care of that. So now we have 15 bees out here, and they're hammering away. They're doing fantastic. They're pollinating everything. It's wonderful. Got a little extra decoration going on here. It's not over the top, but it's something. Downside, the bees keep getting caught on my trapdoors. Case in point. No, that's not even a trapdoor. You're just really dumb. That's okay. You're cute. Bouncing right along, I do have some other projects I would like to be able to knock out today. First and foremost, for me at least, is this path. I added a little 1-block buffer zone that I would like to turn into an edging along the path just to try to tie it all together nicely. And I believe that will be the next thing I need to work on. So I need leaves. I need lots of leaves. Also, I brought up last time that I would like to do something with this pale oak that I got from the Wandering Trader. Lucky score. But I'm not entirely certain I'm going to be able to get to it in this video. But it's coming. I got ideas. Until then, just a lot of regular oak is gonna have to do. I noticed something weird with the shaders. Watch the silos. Isn't that weird? Anywho, so I started working on some path borders, and this is what I've come up with. It's a pretty simple repeating pattern, and every little bit, we're gonna have a lantern. Downside of this design, do not use this design if you're on a thing with any other people, because yeah, that's not very sustainable. But I don't have anybody else here, so I'm gonna do it. Anyways, let's get this border going. And there we go. Nice lit up border on our path to hopefully make this a little bit safer to be able to navigate in between. A little bit, but nope, we're not tempting fate. Fate tempting is how you get creepers. And nope, that is not quiet life. That is not quiet life at all. That is something that we deal with later. Hi guys. Next up is my favorite recurring segment, and that will be the terraforming. Terry with Ori, here we go. Just evened out a little bit of that roughness, so that way I can prepare this for the next wheat field that will need to be placed. But before we get to that, I think we need to do another little bit of housekeeping. So there's my farm, just out of render distance. You can see the circle of the outside path. And then we have this entire field that leads up to a nice little village perched on a hillside. And I would like to be able to connect with this village so that way I have more people to trade with. So, let's get going on this path. Every time. I guess we could get going on this path tomorrow. we go. That's a bit better, and it gives us another place to be able to do some trading. Plus, that waterfall, that gives me some ideas in the future, too. Which, we'll see if we can get to that. Definitely not today. But anyways, back to the farm. I really need to decide where the outer bounds of the farm is going to be as well, so that way I can plan a border around everything and figure out where my terraforming needs to stop. I think I also really could use a nice pond situation. So probably just past that, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. So currently we have a wheat farm, we have silos, but you know what a wheat farm could really use? A windmill. And I have a nice place for that right here. I'm not procrastinating, you're procrastinating. And, ta-da! A windmill. And a wandering trader. Oh my. Yeah, that one. Gimme. Probably won't use it, but it's nice to have. Thank you. Anyways, windmill. And on the inside, I have little grindstones to be able to grind up the wheat, because that made sense to me at the time, and I'm just gonna roll with it. Here we are. A nice windmill, in my opinion. And now, I have to stop procrastinating. I have a field to plant. I'm just gonna pop this down over here, and if I find something to do with you later, that'd be great. If not, it's still nice to have you on the farm. Alright, here goes. Real life hours later, I have myself my second wheat field, and it looks great. And once this bit over here grows, it will be perfect, exactly what I was imagining. It was worth it for this view, the rolling hills of wheat from one side to the other, arm poking up, windmill. This is good. Also the view from the porch, just being greeted by the soft slopes. Yes. And speaking of the porch, I haven't really done anything with it, and that just can't stand. And a suggestion from KT Baggins 9445 suggested a few plants, maybe a chair, make the porch really pretty. And I fully agree. That's something we need to get on right now. And I do believe this has made it a bit more cozy in here. Fixed the ceiling a little bit, made the lights a little more interesting. We have our nice conversation set here that has a good view of the farm, as well as a good view of thistle over there. We have our little plant shelves with some flowers that I've gathered around the area. But something else happened while I was building this. There was a wandering trader, and the wandering trader had moss. I only had a few emeralds on me, but this is good. This gives me more ideas. I've been trying to think of what I'm going to do with the pale oak, adding the pale moss, and if you could give me some of those pretty flowers, that'd be neat. But in the interim, I have multiple villages around here. I now have cherry and pale. I could theme the villages, spruce them up a bit. A future project. In the interim, I did have one other thing I would like to do today. We have this nice open space right in front of the silos, and I was thinking, there's a lot of fields. There's to be a lot of fields to handle by hand. So I think we need a tractor, and we should build a nice shed for the tractor, as well as a tractor, to be able to tractor. And before that starts, hi friend, do you have anything new? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where are my earbuds? Anywho, like I was saying, before it stops sounding like a word, let's go ahead and get going on that tractor. You know, I'm not particularly good at doing vehicles, but I gave it a try, and it looks vaguely like what it's supposed to be, so I'm going to consider that a win. Today was another solidly good day, and I think next time I am going to work on one of the villages. Oh. Okay. Anyways, I would like to remodel one of the villages, try to make them nicer for, you know, my neighbors. And I think I'm going to base it around the pale oak and the pale oak moss and try to do a theme of it. And then in the future, if that turns out nice, I'd like to do one with cherry. We also have the acacia village over there that's already partway there. I just need to spruce it up a little, you know? Acacia it up a little. You know what I mean. But the sun is setting, and that's going to be it for the day. Until then, if you could subscribe, I am trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. And have a good one. See you around.